Hi friends, I think I am making this video after a long time because I was busy somewhere. So today's topic is totally on some of my clients' request. Today's topic is very important. Whoever is having any single retrograde planet in their chart. So the topic heading is what is retrogradation of a planet and how it affects our life? Okay, so let's start. Before starting, I must say that there are two planets who never retrogrades. First one is Sun, second one is Moon. Because as per the Vedic scriptures, they are having some duties and they are not taking the responsibility of material or earthly things. Like sun is our soul, it cannot be destroyed, it cannot be modified anything. And second one is moon, which is our mind, as well as we can say it, the connector to the soul with the body. And Rahu and Ketu, as they are the shadow planet, they works as the retrograde always. In every one chart, Rahu and Ketu is retrograde because Mahadev, as per Vedic scripture, I am not telling, as per Mahadev gave them the authority to control Kali Yuga with in a team of Lord Saturn, and Lord Saturn is the team leader of karmic debt. I mean, I must say the retrograde term is totally connected with the past deed as well as karmic debt. So what happens when planets are retrograde in a say human chart? So let's start with Mars, because as I told you earlier, Sun and Moon can never be retrograde, and Rahu or Ketu are always retrograde. So there are Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn. They are the main significator of a chart as per retrogradation process. So what happens when Mars is retrograde in a native chart? Mars represents energy. Mars represents competition. Mars represents sexual life. Mars represents marriage, the karaka of marriage. So whoever is having Mars retrograde, that means he or she have to work very hard in this area of life. One thing I forgot, retrograde means when a planet is retrograde in a chart, that means native have to work with that particular house or area of life because he or she is having karmic debt of past life. And before I start the main topic, I must discuss the logic behind this. Suppose, uh, okay, let assume I am having many illicit relations, though I am having a wife in my house. Sorry, and I also spend my hard-earned money in bad dates, like going to prostitute house, going to uh, different places for just for uh, unethical means, or I have a career that is unsocial or not recommended by society as well as shastra or dharma, like I'm a smuggler, I'm a drug dealer, I'm a weapon dealer, I'm a criminal. Now suppose I died by accidents. Okay, cool. Actually, I think accidents death are far better than death by cancer, tumors. Uh, and another person who is a hard, hardcore devotee of God by it hearts died by accident too. At same time, like assume same time we both died in accidents. So is that the accounts of karma end? No, as per logic, this is never possible because I had many illegal or unsocial works I have to pay back because accident or death doesn't represent mukti. Yes, death is mukti, but at the last birth. And what I was saying, the preachers who died by accident. Suppose me and that person went to Yamlok together. How we both will be treated by Dharmaraj, yeah, Yamraj. I will be surely I will be taken to the hell part, and that person must be taken to the heaven part. I don't know. I don't remember of my past life Pretlok experience. Still, I'm just trying to understand you people that how retrograde planets and why retrograde planets are so important in astrology. Actually, the topic is in my mind, but the example is I'm just making in my mind, so I'm not fully comfortable. Okay, no problem. Uh, so we died together, and we both went to the Yamlok, and after the conviction process by Yamraj, he ordered that I should be taken to the hell for next 40 years, and the preachers who died uh, by accident, maybe it was his or her some bad deed or bad karma, but he will not have to suffer that hell experience, so he can reborn now. Okay, so after he born in next life, he will he got some good very good planetary position. He born in a very wealthy family. He got some really high knowledge mind. He got a job in 22 23, and he got a very beautiful wife or husband in in that life, and I was still I'm still suffering in hell. So after my tenure of suffering ends, I will too supposed to take a new birth, and as a small accident or a single death is not equal to the equal of my karmic debt, I will have to face the consequences of my past deed in my current life. How? Now come to the main point. Suppose I born with retrograde Mars. Why? Mars represents energy. I think I don't need to tell more about this things, because I discussed about every planet and their working area in past videos. So when Mars is retrograde, I born with Mars retrograde. I have to work with ethics. I work have to work with my anger. I have to work with my family, my especially my maternal family, my uncles, my brothers, and my marital life, because as I told, I was having a very bad deed related to these things. I uh, i didn't uh, make happy my parents or relatives or brother or sister, or I cheated with my partner wife, so I have to pay back in this life. So a retrograde Mars is very critical for marital life, and especially when it is in exhalation like in Dhanishta Nakshatra, it 100%, I repeat, it 100% indicates that the native will have very pathetic divorce, and he or she may have to face rage from government. Like he have to spend at least some nights in jail, or the native will have to face the rage of neighbors and their health. Mars also represents some area of health, like he will have very weak physique, and he have to suffer for this. So he have to get rid this bad effect of Mars. One must be controlled in their behavior, especially in anger. He must have to maintain the loyalty in relationship. He must love or get have to get blessing of their brothers or elder brothers. Now comes to Mercury. Okay, Mercury. What is Mercury? Mercury is the communicator. Mercury is what the Mercury is the output unit of mind by speech. As I'm an IT engineer, I must give example from IT industry or computer related things. Okay, so retrograde Mars, retrograde Mercury indicates that you have to think properly before you continue to speak, because your speech may be misunderstood by someone or everyone, and you have to face the consequences. Suppose you told someone that you tried to tell someone that do well for your family. He will or she will think that your first of all your tongue will not be very good. A retrograde Mercury means either you'll have a very bad kind of speech style, or he will have a very prominent problem in speaking, maybe totla, maybe having some problem in your tongue. Like many people, I'm not underestimating anyone, talk like we can't hear properly or we can't understand properly. Make sure either the Mercury is retrograde and aspected by evil planets, or the Mercury is totally combusted, 100% combusted. So in that case, the native and the native will have the fear that people will misunderstood me. This is also a sign of retrograde Mercury, and he have to or she have to work in his life about these matters. Even their bad speech may lead them to the extreme negative position in everywhere, especially in career and marriage. Because as per Tantra, Budh, uh, Mercury is also represents virgin girls. So if you did something wrong with virgin girls in last past date, you have to suffer the same in this life. Uh, I was supposed to tell something, but I think I must not say that thing because that is too much personal. Okay, now comes to and one thing, a retrograde Mercury indicates that if you are a female, particularly if you are a female, you have to respect your boyfriend or you have to respect your husband, else the situation will be more difficult to handle and you may have to lose everything you are having because Mercury represents how much um, respect and reputation you will get from society. Even many people, especially who are writers, wear emerald for this because, but I don't support this. Whoever is having already a strong or multricon Mercury, they don't need emerald by any means. But that will create some um, negativity among that kind of native. Okay, let's comes to the Mercury Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is the Karaka of dharmic deeds. So retrograde Jupiter means, and if it is Laganpati, you have to cautious about bad people in your life. You may you make sure that whoever will come in your life will teach you a lesson by every means because he is the only planet who can nullify a negative planet's effects by 50% if the Jupiter itself is strong. In many clients chart I have seen that thing. They are having 7th house Mars retrograde, they are having Sun Venus conjunction and totally combusted Venus, but they didn't get divorce because their Jupiter, their Laganpati Jupiter is at I think Jupiter was at 10th house, I think, as per I remember. 10th house, not 10th house. It was in Lagna, sorry. It was in Lagna. So, as a Lagnapati, when Lagnapati stays in Lagna, this is very good sign. They don't do much. That kind of placement don't do directly much, but they can nullify the negative effect of every negative yoga by up to very high percentage. So if you have a Jupiter retrograde, you have to work hard with uh, dharmic deeds, and you have to spend at least few times with saints, pure saints, because in this time, I mean in 2018, most of them are fraud. I have many connections with even Nagas, the Nagas from Kamakha, the Nagas from Himalaya. Even I had this is this is a God blessing that I had a conversation with Adi Sankaracharya Saraswati Maharaj from Puri about half an hour in a blocked room, closed door room, and that was nothing about that is nothing else the dharmic matters. And this is also my good luck that I was taken I was selected for a yajna in Mahashivratri with some Naga sadhus and who are having some supernatural powers. One have not taken any liquid or any food till last uh, 7 months. So a strong Jupiter can nullify many of your negative yogas in your chart. And if you are having bad Jupiter or retrograde Jupiter, you must uh, offer some clothes, gerua, the saffron color clothes to sadhus. It is not necessary or important that the sadhus will be your guru, but whoever he or she is near to your home, offer some saffron cloths every once in a month to the sadhu. Now comes to Venus. Okay, Venus is the karaka of every wealthly pleasures or earthly pleasures. If you have retro Venus, and also Venus represents sex, the sexual urge, the sexual orientation. So if you have negative or sorry, if you have retrograde Venus, be very careful choosing partner. Be very careful because you will supposed to have a cheating partner because Venus retrograde means you did many cheating activity in your past life and you have to suffer the same in your life, and they will destroy everything of you. For male, they will destroy the outsider girls will destroy all your wealth, all your mental happiness, all your fame. And for girls, they the man the males will destroy all your reputation, all your uh, female modesty. Remind, this is very important. And all your relations, public relation, will just smash them. Then you will realize your current live karma. I feel sorry for someone. She was very close to me. She is having that thing and many other negative things, and she is having three retro planet, and all are in exalted position, the irony of her life. And she told me once that she had a life like hell sometimes, and about for 2 years. Let's move out from this topic. When Venus is retrograde, you must do one remedy that is very important, very, very, very important. Whatever you have money, make some charity on a virgin girl marriage, or as well as the virgin term, that may be a very unsocial term in 2018, but virgin means something else in Shastras. So don't misunderstanding me or misunderstood me, because I'm whatever I'm saying or I say, they're directly either from my gurus or from the Vedic scriptures. Here I must tell, virgin don't mean that they are not having any kind of sexual thing. Virgin means something else. So in this 2018, that is not possible that you will find a virgin girl marrying, because as per the Shastra, up to 14 years girls are virgin by definition. And as per the law system in India, you can't marry or you can't propose a girl of 14 years below 18 years for marrying. So in this situation, I must suggest that whatever whoever is having some financial problem in a girl marriage, help him or help her as much as you can. This is the, I think this is the strongest remedy for retrograde Venus. Think properly, think with logic, you will find that there is a logic behind this remedy, because in past life you made many girl cry, and in this uh, life you will make smile some girls, and that's why all your karmic debt got nullified. Okay, now comes to the karma phal data, Lord Shani, Lord Saturn. Okay, I know. Every all of my clients, most of my clients, whenever I comes to the point of Lord Saturn, they says, "Wow, oh, how is the position of Saturn in my chart, etc., etc., etc." Because many don't know actually who is Lord Saturn, but still they feared him. It's a very funny thing, not very funny. Uh, who can know more than me, because I am in Saturn Mahadasha from 2010, and I told in a video of mine that I lost many things in Mahadasha period, and especially in Saturn Ketu Rahu Antardasha. I think this is the toughest and pathetic dasha bhukti of a human life. Saturn Ketu Rahu. And when in the Pratyanta Dasha, Shukhati Shukhya Dasha, when Mars and Sun also include in that particular Dasha Bhukti, oh my god, I just can't remember that all things. Okay, uh, I will not, it's already 28 minutes, so I think it if it goes more longer, no one will see, because they will think that I should watch a movie instead of watching Shubhajit Banerjee's astrological video. So let me discuss the main logic. When Saturn is retrograde, he is the main karmic judge. So whenever Saturn is retrograde in your chart, you must be very cautious about something. What is something? In which house he is sitting. You don't need to much concentrate on the house name. It doesn't mean much that Saturn is posted in Cancer or Aries or Sagittarius or Capricorn. The main thing is either he is direct or retrograde. If retrograde, and the house, the number of house is very important for Lord Saturn. Suppose he is sitting in fourth house. What does it mean? It means you have to work very hard And before you understand that what is the effect of Saturn in fourth house, Lord Saturn will teach you some lessons regarding your fourth house. That means, for directly fourth house means your family, your relationships, your friends, very close friends, and your career, and up to some instinct your health. So you have to be cautious in most important side of life: the career, the health, the family. So there must be, you have not maintained your family life properly, or made some bad deed regards your family and your career, your health. You had a very bad habit of food and beverages, so you have to pay back this in your life. And it is my own experience, as per from my life and my from my clients life, that in the starting of the Saturn Mahadasha, actually Saturn Mahadasha means you have to learn. I will make you a perfect human. For this, whatever I have to do, I will do this. And he is emotionless, he is cold. It doesn't matter to him how much you cry in pathetic situation, how much you lost. He just don't care. He just understand one thing: you did, you have to face. So retrograde, if you have retrograde Saturn in any house, make sure that you have to do very ethical. You have to be very ethical uh, in the arena of that house area. If you have 10th house Saturn, don't happy. Yes, you got job, you got a good job, you got a reputed job, you are just like a boss in your company, but 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 you have to suffer because something you did as per this career prospect in your past life, and you have to make the compensation. Someone will do the same thing with you, and how much you did, that much you will get. And not to tell or not to speak about Rahu Ketu much more, because as I told, they are retrograde and they just act as per the Lord Saturn instruction. They don't work as the uh, Mantri Shantris of Lord Saturn, but in a chart, when they get placed, the placement is suggested by Lord Saturn. Okay, I will discuss that Rahu Ketu matters in next video. It is already 33 minutes 38 seconds. Okay, I have to complete the video within 34 minutes before 34 minutes starts. Okay friends, like my video if you really like it, subscribe, ring the bell to get the notifications and everything. Tata friends, bye bye.